From farm to factory and back again, empowering you to make healthy choices second nature. This is segment 3, the impact on everyone. The history of our food and what we've done to our food has resulted in an obese and overweight nation. More than half of Americans are overweight, nearly a third of us are obese. Okay. Well, what is the impact on everyone? Well, first of all, the competition for health care is skyrocketing. With the population of baby boomers, those born between 1946 and 1964, some 73 million of us, are entering the healthcare system at an alarming rate. Over 10,000 people a day are entering the Social Security and Medicare system. Most of these folks are overweight. About a third of them or more are obese, and they're carrying with them all of the lifestyle diseases as a result of this. That means that there are more and more and more people in competition for beds in hospitals, for surgical operations, and all the different parts that this represents to everybody. So whether you're absolutely healthy, you maintain yourself and your family very healthy, you're still going to be impacted by this situation, because if you need health care, you may have to wait in a long line to get it. So I think it's important that all of us make an effort to sharing the news on eating healthy and to help create that tipping point, to maybe we can reduce the opportunity for the next generation to be as heavy users of our healthcare system as the boomers are. This, of course, is having a tremendous impact on the cost of healthcare in this country. Over 20% of our gross national budget is spent on healthcare, and it's growing at an alarming rate. The healthcare costs continue to grow and grow and grow at a rate that is completely unsustainable. So the impact that our food has had on our nation has taxed our healthcare system to the point where it's just about ready to break. And the cost of it is unsustainable. Now, if you look at the impact that this food has had on people that are overweight or obese, it's tremendous. First of all, people that are obese don't make as much money as their fit and trim counterparts. Well documented. Generations now have been kept, generations of records have been kept on this. And it shows that people that are men and women are discriminated against in advancement and just don't perform, don't seem to be recognized for their performance as much as their fit counterparts. So you don't earn as much money if you're big. There are physical limitations, things that you can't get out and enjoy and do. I remember when I was big, one of the things that I hated was to get on an airplane. I would be the guy that nobody wanted to have sitting next to them because I was going to take up too much room. So emotionally and physically, there are limitations that an obese person or a morbidly obese person does not benefit from, that's for sure. Being obese reflects other problems. It represents relational problems, sex problems, emotional problems. So the impact that this food, this addictive food that has been grown for the last 50 years has been tremendous on the mental, physical, financial, and emotional life of all Americans. The health impact that we suffer from affects our relations in all kinds of ways. When you're big and you have to go frequently to the doctor, you're losing time from work. You're incurring the cost of the doctor. You're taking the time out to do the tests. You're taxing the resources of your family to get you to the doctor, to bring you back. And one of the things that I was most concerned about when I was given the news that I had to change my lifestyle, I did not want to grow and be a burden to everybody else. No, that was not my deal. My deal was to work hard and be of service to those that I loved. You can't do that if you're missing a limb as a result of surgery from being a diabetic. You can't do that if you're limited to get in and out of your car if you're limited to get from the car to the house because of your size, because of the impact that some of these diseases can have on you. I know. It's terrible. And it's a burden to your family and to those around you. So the impact of this food situation has been tremendous, and it's not getting any better. What will your legacy be? What will those around you think of the job that you did? Stephen Covey, Dr. Stephen Covey, wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the things I liked best about that series that he generated was the situation where he would have you imagine that you're in a chapel. You're sitting at the back of a chapel. And it's obvious that you're attending a memorial service. And pretty soon it becomes obvious that that memorial service is yours. You're witnessing your own service. You've got people coming up to talk about you. You've got your spouse. You've got your children. You've got your parents potentially. You have your friends and coworkers and people in your community, all testifying as to what type of life you led, what kind of person you were. And in this particular vision, they are all bound to tell nothing but the truth. What do you want them saying about you? What do you want your legacy to be? What kind of impact on this world do you want to make when you leave? Do you want to be remembered as the person that overcame obesity or morbid obesity to live a longer, fuller, healthier, more productive life? Or do you want to be remembered as that person that ate what they wanted, abstained from exercise, was disabled in their 60s or 70s, and passed away? It's up to you. What will your legacy be? Why not begin living your life tomorrow with the end in mind? It's easy when it's second nature.